familiar with our Prestige collection, of course, know just how much we love a good Jaguar F-Type, and that's the great thing about the platform. They're all good Jaguar F-Types, be it the V6, the S, the V8, any version of this car offers so much to love. And again, as we've said before, it picks up the baton so well from the already fantastic XK, while at the same time setting itself apart with a little bit more of a sports car slant over its GT forebear, but still with fantastic long distance ability as well. Now this one, of course, being an S model with, as you heard, one of the best sounding V6 engines in history. We definitely stand by that, and now that you've heard it, you probably would as well. This 2014 car, though, also represents a massive saving over, of course, what its price was in 2014. In fact, it's under £22,000, and that is with barely over 70,000 miles on the clock, a full Jaguar service history behind it. In fact, barely 250 miles ago in March, it had a full green tick health check by Lister's Jaguar. It still has its 2 keys and owner's book pack intact. It's in superb condition, simply put, and you can immediately see that here. As you can also tell, it's finished in Polaris white with black leather interior and those lovely red brake calipers, which definitely stand out against that white body. Of course, it has the panoramic roof, which is a lovely advantage of almost a best of both worlds, having the open air feel of an open top car, but with the more structural rigidity of a coupe, such as this one is. Of course, being a Jaguar, it's very well equipped, heated seats, cruise control, front and rear parking sensors, reverse camera, 20-inch carbon blade wheels, which also looks superb on this one. Of course, that active exhaust, as we mentioned, a 6-speaker sound system. Not that you'd really need one, given the sound of the car, but it is there if you want to use it, with Bluetooth and USB connectivity, naturally climate control, and in terms of performance, well, we'll talk about its acceleration and top speed in just a moment, but it also has sport suspension and that limited slip diff. And of course, the proportions of this in comparison to the XK are also notably different, which gives it a very different handling profile. A little wider and feels lower to the ground, more of a supercar kind of stance, and these are phenomenally quick through corners in every single form. This one is no exception, that's for sure, with a 0 to 60 time of 4.8 seconds, 171 miles an hour flat out, and of course that is partially due to the fact that this is the S model, as mentioned, 375 horsepower, 340 foot-pounds of torque. Another thing which we've mentioned before is that is a huge advantage, particularly in the sports car and GT market. Many of these kind of vehicles, particularly European rivals, tend to be very high revving engines which have to be worked hard to get the best out of them, and they don't tend to have a huge amount of torque. This one does. It has that proper low end grunt which you would want from a Jaguar, as well as that top end horsepower as well, which gives you fantastic performance across the board, and even their fuel economy, which of course wouldn't be most people's first priority, but it is fantastic as well for long distance motorway drives. Slap on the cruise control, you can achieve as high as 40 to the gallon, which is not bad for a 171 mile an hour car. And again, all of this, the looks, the sound, the performance, the handling, and even the kit for long distance driving or a weekend away, well, for under £22,000, that is an astonishing amount of exotic car for the money. If then you would like to reach out regarding this F-Type S, of course you could send us an email to the address shown here on screen, or give us a call on 01749 871 155, or on our mobile number of 07482 267 439.